you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. Items, statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 58!
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe.
At their own 47 yards.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Warren quick on the draw. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He got 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
319!
Warren once more. Back to turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds his massive hits. The ball's out. The Ravens pick it up. There he goes on the right side. And Baltimore finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens pull that in front further. 13-zip. A great return out of him. Makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. To put that ball in his hands, it's going to be denied.
Steelers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. The pistol snap. Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have the 1st down.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Rodgers from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it up.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Lamar off the play fake. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. It's Henry on the counter. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuffing the run.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. 4th down, pass coming. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers make the stand on 4th and goal. Oh, what a clutch turnover.
Hey, listen, whether he swatted that down or made the pick, either way, this defense is going to be celebrating one heck of a goal line stand. But I'll tell you this, that pick, what it does, Kate, it plants a little seed of doubt in that quarterback's mind the next time he's down there.
There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rodgers will look to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Corliss Waitman on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
They're on the 46-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a game of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lamar now from the gun. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Our score, 14-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Down the left sideline he goes. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Hey, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
37. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down. Here's Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. He finds space into the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Got to be pretty good actors. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back for their first points of this game. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes them off with 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Nice run here past the 35. Derrick Henry! He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Tyler Luke to kick off for
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Hits him off. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaken up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another run for Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Running once more with Henry. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He takes it himself. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction, they're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Makes the catch. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Completes a DK Metcalf. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Throwing again. Rodgers gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Has it down close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Point after up is good from Boswell. And the Steelers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Steelers 14.
Boswell on to send this away. Wallace with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. It's Henry on the carry. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
4 yards. T.J. Watt there on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup.
Running this with Henry. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. And he can't make a hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Again, Rodgers. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens might be able to get some points late after the interception.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Henry. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Henry running to the left. And they only get a couple when they needed, and they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And this one is launched downfield. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. divisional round on the line. Return starts at the 9. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on first. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead.
Steelers 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Rondale Moore on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the drive with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Steelers have a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Ball at 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's good for a couple of yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down from the 42. They send a man in motion. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they get this down to the 28. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28.
Here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on second down. Warren here from the gun. He's got to gain a 6 there. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Short pass ball in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Steelers first down.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down. This is Warren, headed right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, they just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. Fourth down now, Rodgers. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
On first and 10, it's Henry. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
All set to go now from the 35. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. He dodged the tackle. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So that brings them to third down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
That's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Got to him right as he threw.
chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and long for him here. He's going deep! Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked up by Packlj6.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He loses the football. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
Here's Henry running left. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up second and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Another run for Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
Turning to Henry on third. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Mitchell again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget it. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Pass is caught at the 9. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
14 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Henry. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Back to Henry. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. Oh, no luck. He tried, he was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has it at the 11. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Give to Warren from the pistol. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
It's third and long. Here's Rodgers. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action,
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
9 yards. It's second down.
Offense to the line fast. To throw, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Rodgers out of the gun on third down. Throw left side. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
1st and 10 from the 43. Flying down the middle of Henry. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Henry on the option. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he let him in too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you've got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Running for it. Here's Henry. And this isn't going to get it. They stop him a few yards short. That's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day. And not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Rodgers going to throw on 1st. It's a screen play to Warren. And this one does not go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. All set to go now from the 35. A pistol snap. Rodgers hits him on the out route. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Got for big yards on the right side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. Got to set this up quick.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. They'll throw again. Rodgers. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender runs at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on 4th. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
The Steelers first down.
Working inside the red zone. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Rodgers has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Putting the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock. And really, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can. And that means these 2-point conversions.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Working quickly here.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throwing to the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard gain.
Get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Now 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.